Howdy mates, good noon time. Here's my second video I wanted to make for today while visiting the Indian Mound Reserve. Okay, so now we're within something known as a ravine. So we have two different rock walls that face one another. I have done a video here in the past, but now you're kind of seeing it from my point of view. But the geologic strata that we're looking at is your typical Cedarville dolomite, which is very very resistant to erosion. So, with all the weathering that has happened for thousands of years, you can still see that a lot of this rock is still standing to this day. And you figure, since these rocks date back to the Silurian period, these rocks could be anywhere between 450 to 420 million years old. So these have quite some age to them. And a common fossil that you can see with rocks are the crinoids. Crinoids were basically filter feeding organisms, and they were kind of like cylindrical in shape, and they also had like a little, what would you call it, kind of like an umbrella like shape towards the top of the organism. And not only that, but you can also find different types of bryozoans, which were also another type of filter feeding organism. And you can also, every now and then, especially if you really go within the rock, you'll see a lot of what you would call bivalves. And a great example of a bivalve you may be thinking off the top of your head could be something like a clam, which, bi meaning two, they basically have, and there's all kinds of bivalves. I mean, I'm a little rusty when it comes to my fossils, but I know like the general idea or identification. But with bivalves, they have two shells that are directly symmetrical with one another. And that is how a bivalve is defined. However, though, you may not really be able to see the fossils directly. They may actually be a bit further inside the rock itself, but unfortunately, I don't have any powerful tools that can provide such things. But as I've mentioned in previous video, you can see a lot of the moss here. They always like to thrive on rocks because they usually have a certain amount of moisture that allows them to live on these rocks. But yeah, this is so cool. And this is like just from weathering over time. So that's why it kind of has like a terraced appearance to them. I really love this place. Oh man. Alright, so real quick, I just want to provide you guys another view of the preserve itself. And that should about wrap up the video. So give me just a second. Here we go. Oh, I see that the perspective has kind of changed. So here we go. Alright, so now the section where we are, this was sort of like the valley. And you figure the Adenas Indians used to roam through this place. So you have to figure these rocks were able to see the Adenas Indians that lived here during the time. So that's what I mean. Rocks can always tell us a story. However, though, the thing is, rocks aren't living, so that's the unfortunate part. But yeah, this is essentially like a historical time capsule. Quite fascinating to me. Just how old these rocks are. Yeah, this is also known as the Pollocks Works trail. And basically, Pollocks Works, that was like a little settlement that was Indian settlement that was here back in the day. So, okay. Just want to provide you guys one more little view. Sorry, there's so much to see. And then we should be able to wrap it up. Here we go. And here we go. This was the last perspective that I wanted to provide of Massie's Creek. Oh man, I love this place. And yeah, there's more of the rock strata. And there you can actually see a little bit of your Springfield dolomite. Kind of has more of that blocky appearance. Alright, cool. Thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you got something out of the video. You know, this place combines both the natural history and the cultural history too. I always like those type of places that combine both elements. So alright, hope all of you enjoy your Saturday, and Journey on a Journey is out. Take care, folks.